So I got divorced in my early 40s, started dating again, and wow, did I have some interesting dating experiences. Here are a few. One guy forgot he had a girlfriend for 5 years. Yeah, a 5-year girlfriend. I wasn't with him for 5 years, not to worry about that. Another guy told me we would have good heat and said we'd look good together if we wanted to have kids, and that was his reason for going out with me. And another guy brought his friend on the date.
Okay, so she got divorced in her early 40s. I imagine she got married in her 20s. So she was probably married for practically close to 20 years, I'm going to imagine. And I'm going to also assume that she divorced her husband, since approximately 75%, almost 80% of divorces are filed by the female, by the woman. And if she has a college degree, college education, then that actually jumps to almost 90%. These women are divorcing their husbands. So all you guys who think you're going to marry some college-educated woman, just know that your divorce rate or probability of divorce is going to go up dramatically. So this woman here decided to divorce her husband after so many years to get back out there into the dating world, to re-enter the dating market as a 40-plus-year-old woman with more wrinkles, more crow's feet, more gray hair, and more attitude, clearly. And expecting to find her Prince Charming, expecting to find her forever man to replace the forever man she just divorced. It's like, why should God grant you with another forever man when he already granted you with one? That is why you are supposed to make it work. And I think that just, sheds light on a bigger issue today with relationships. And yes, that's Cash snoring, my pug. But it just sheds light on a bigger problem when it comes to relationships, that people just quit way too easily. But it is mostly these women who are in the relationships who are throwing in the towel just because, their husbands are no longer doing it for them, And I mean, just as a dating coach who's been doing this for so long now, the 99.9% of the reason why is because the guy just becomes a complete spineless jellyfish in the marriage, and the woman loses respect for him, and then she divorces him, just wanting to get back out there and find somebody who actually has a backbone, and it's just sad to see, right? It's sad to see these chicks have so much arrogance to think they could get back out into the dating world on these dating apps and compete with women who are their daughters and their granddaughters' ages. I mean, you just have to be completely out of your mind to think that you can compete with women who are half your age. You can't, and then they come in there thinking, oh, well, I know myself more. I have 5 therapists. I'm confident. I'm empowered. Men are going to love me. I have a job. Oh, I have this career. I have my law degree. No, guys don't care about that, right? You guys just care about the fact that you're young and you know when to shut up. But anyway, let's go on to the next clip, shall we?
Honey, if you're 45 and dating 20-year-olds, you're one of 2 things. Emotionally immature, a predator.
Or, number 3, successful.
Maybe all the above.
So this chick is clearly hating because some guy replied to one of her posts. He says, I am 45 years old, successful, and in amazing shape. Divorced 6 years ago, I only date 20-year-old females. She'll find out, meaning her, the creator here, she will find out fast that guys who are her age won't commit as she gets older. It is all true, right? These modern women do not like hearing truths, right? Because truths are generally not pretty, right? It's like nobody really wants to know how much they really weigh, right? Or how fat they really are, especially if they are fat, right? Nobody wants to hear truths, but really there's no way to fix yourself or even to get better if you're not willing to face those truths. And this is why these females like herself continue to stay single and can't hang on to a man, right? As she clearly is demonstrating here. She's still single, right? You have to wonder at some point. These women have been on the planet for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, still can't find a man. They're still on Bumble. They're still on Hinge. They're still signing up for a year subscription with eHarmony. Why? Why are you still out there? What exactly are you looking for that you have not been able to find in half a century? Right? And then they try to claim that, we're at my age, I'm emotionally mature. So much better than younger women because we know who we are. Really, you do? Why are you still single 6 decades in? This makes no sense. And a lot of these women, too, these older middle-aged women, they really despise the fact that guys their own age are passing them up for younger women. And I am one of those guys. I proudly date women in their early 20s. I met my current girlfriend when she was in her late teens, and I was one of these older men that she's referring to here. And you'll find that it's the older guys that are high value, successful, and have their crap together that want the younger women. And it's just a sign of success, right? I mean, it's the same thing with Leo DiCaprio. Everyone's hating on Leo DiCaprio because he won't date a woman over 25. And then they try to shame him. Oh, yeah, isn't it funny how a girl's brain fully develops after the age of 25? And that's Leo's cutoff point when a woman finally knows herself? It's like, guys don't care about that, But these women are so narcissistic, they can't get beyond themselves to see that, hey, guys don't value that. You know what guys value? Chicks who are cool, chicks who are submissive, chicks who are giving, chicks who aren't all about themselves, and chicks without a whole lot of baggage. Chicks who haven't had 100,000 miles between their legs. And those chicks generally tend to be younger women under the age of 25. So when you, as a guy gets older, he has more access to a plethora of different generations of women. I know for a fact, as a guy who is now way up there in age, and I have access to women who are literally, well, in my group, right, Gen Xers. I even have access to boomers. I would never date somebody my parents' age, right? But if I wanted to, I have easy access to them. Gen Xers, boomers, millennials, and Gen Zers, they call them Zoomers, right? I mean, I have access to all of those, as many men like myself do. I'm not like saying I'm the only one, right? Many men my age, we have access to this in just multiple generations of women. Why on earth would we settle for the generation that is the loudest, mouthiest, most arrogant, most obnoxious, most self-centered, most selfish, most self-absorbed? Why would we settle for that when we don't have to? Okay? So you can shame all you want, but the facts are facts, stats are stats. You don't see a whole lot of guys like going online and going to these porn sites and looking for like 45-year-old women. Ooh, yeah, let me get off on some 45, 50-year-old cougars. No, they're looking at women generally in their late teens, early 20s. That is the most popular search. So don't shoot the messenger. But also, your saltiness is showing here.
Another edition of Disaster Dates by the Divorcee. Eventually I thought I would run out of terrible dating stories, but apparently the universe has my back, and it just keeps providing me with more and more and more. Case in point, what happened last night. So I didn't have any plans. I reached out to a guy I'd been on like 3 or 4 dates with, and I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? Any interest in getting together? He's like, yes, I would love to see you. Let's get together. I already suggested that we go to the driving range, maybe like go get dinner afterwards. He was like, I would love to do that, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make the driving range, but I definitely want to see you. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm like, what's the ETA?
I can't make the driving range, but I want to see you. Basically, the guy just wants to get laid. Okay? That's what that means, because if he's really into you, he will make the driving range. You know what? If you are 22, believe me, he will make the driving range.
2 p.m. That's long.
But at 52, he won't make the driving range.
Tomorrow, But whatever.
Wait,
I have
what?
integrity,
Oh, she
and
wanted. She said he wanted to come at like 10 p.m.
I gotta work tomorrow. But I definitely want to see you. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm like, what's the ETA? 9 p.m.
Oh. 9 p.m. FYI, ladies, if the guy is coming after 9 p.m., it means that A, he does not want to take you to dinner or spend the money to take you to dinner, or put in the effort to take you to dinner, and B, he doesn't want to be seen in public with you. He just wants to come straight to your place. Okay, that's what that means.
I gotta work tomorrow, you know. But whatever, I have integrity, and I told him that I would hang out, so I was like, all right. So I'm waiting around what seems like forever because, it's 9 p.m. that I'm not even gonna like meet him, and I'm about to walk out the door, and I'm all dressed, have makeup on and everything. Man, I took a shower. And
let me tell you, ladies, I'm going to save you a whole lot of time here. And these guys who want to see you at 9 p.m. and after, just wear your sweatpants, man. You don't even need to get ready because you're not going anywhere. You're not going out. I mean, if you want to look nice for him, fine. He doesn't want to take you out in public, okay? Because if he did, he would be like, hey, we're going to dinner, and then whatever, we'll do this after. Then we'll go to your place, whatever. But he's not even putting in that effort. But that is what happens when you pass a certain age. These guys do not prioritize you like you were in your 20s, right? You're not this 22-year-old, ginger anymore, right? She looks like a ginger to me. You're not this 22-year-old ginger anymore. You're a 52-year-old ginger. So he's not going to prioritize you the same way. And you can't really fault him for that. This is why I keep telling you, ladies, to cash it in when you're young. It's kind of the same way where, once your car hits like 100,000 miles or so and you still happen to own it, you don't drive it as much. You probably have a newer car in your driveway, and you're just using it as a backup car or a car you take to Walmart and just, it's kind of like your beater car. You don't wash it anymore, don't wax it anymore. You barely change the oil. You just kind of leave it and don't take care of it. That's kind of what happens.
Literally shaved my legs and everything just to go meet this man.
Okay, why is she shaving her legs unless she knows something's going to go down?
And 10 minutes before I'm supposed to meet him, he texts me and says, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. I just sprained my ankle. The funny thing about that is that he lives 30 minutes away. And this was 10 minutes before we were supposed to be meeting. So technically, he should be in his car driving to meet me.
He can't drive with a sprained ankle.
Not walking around spraining ankles. So that's when I knew it was total and complete bullshit. And then I was like, why would you use a spraining ankle excuse?
Because he's not even making the effort to think of, a decent excuse. He just doesn't care. He's not putting in the effort. Again, the analogy with a car with 100,000 miles on it, it's like, hey, should I put the synthetic oil in it or should I just put the crappy oil in it? No, he's not going to spend the extra money for that.
Is that a thing now? Oh, I can't make it. I sprained my ankle. Next it's going to be Maya, I got eaten by an alligator.
My dog ate my homework.
Oh, I got my arm stuck in my car door. I mean, those are good ones, guys. If you actually use sprained ankle ones, I just gave you a shit ton more that you could use. But what really pissed me off about it was the fact that he said he was going to be somewhere and I got all dressed up and then it was at the moment I was supposed to meet, it's yeah, no. And that just pisses me off. I just get so pissed about that shit, right?
Didn't have to be this way. Didn't have to be this way if you just settled sooner, right? Why are you still out there in this, environment where all the odds are stacked against you, like so many ladies your age, her age? Why are these women still out there? They've got all the odds stacked against them, right? They're competing against younger women just 20, 30 years younger than them, right? A whole generation or two younger than them. There's no competition, okay? There's just no competition. Everybody has to hang it up at some point. These women, they remind me of Muhammad Ali. Remember Muhammad Ali? He stayed in the ring way too long. It was 1980. This dude was still fighting, and it was just sad. His very last fight was just sad against Larry Holmes. it's just sad. He was just, he just didn't hang it up sooner. And I feel the same way about these older women. But as always, drop your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of what these ladies had to say tonight. Any similar experiences you might have had, drop your comments below. Always love to see you guys in my comments. I always love to read them, so drop those comments below. As always, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. As a matter of fact, do it for the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work, best way to do that, just jump into 7 Methods to Mastery. Click the link below. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now. And I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.